Happy Sunday. So today we're going to do a hip mobility routine. So lots of hip stuff. I haven't done a specific body part in a while. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to do a reverse lunge and then we're going to sit down. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross behind, kind of wrap around, sit all the way down on the ground, and then you're going to shift forward and stand up. Then switch. So we're going to go cross behind, down, shift forward, and stand up. From the front, it looks like this. Cross, stay really close with this leg, cross. Now, if you have to use your hands, that's okay, right? You're just doing what your body is capable of doing right now. Good. So think of it like a curtsy lunge with a really deep squat. Good. Keep going. Good. I feel like I'm matching my mat right now. It's kind of my favorite color though. Let's do a couple more. One more. Good. Okay, now we're going to do our 90-90 stuff. So go ahead and sit in your 90-90 position. Your front leg is going to be bent to 90. Your back leg is going to be bent to 90 degrees. So perfect right angles. Right angle. Okay, we're going to do hip switches first. So hands here. I want you to pick up this back leg. Pick it up as much as you can. Then go through the middle. Keep those legs open. Keep the legs as open as you can. Go to the other side. Switch. Same thing. Lift up this back leg as much as you can. Go through the middle and switch. Keep your body as straight as you can. Flat back, pelvis is pulled forward so you're not like slouching. Lift this one. Hands go behind you. Nice and slow. Keep those legs as open as you can. Try to pivot on your heels. So you'll see that my heel or my toes go in the air because I have all my weight in my heels. Open, open, open. I'm going to show you from the other way so you can see it, but keep going. So we're going to go up. Open, open, open. Really try not to kick those legs out. Try to sit tall, straight back. Just loosening up our hips right now. Let's do like a few more. I'm not counting, so. Usually when I'm doing my own practice, I just do as many as I need to really loosen up my hips. And if I'm a little bit more stiff in one position, then I'll do even more. Up, 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 back, up. Good. Okay, so we're gonna go into kind of like the main sequence stuff for the 90-90 today. So we are gonna do a lean over the front leg, then we're going to lift it up, and then we're gonna lift it up and kick it out, okay? And then we'll do the same thing over the back leg. So what I want you to do, I'll show you from this way first. Hands are gonna be out. Now if you can, and you can do it without your hands, you're gonna just swivel to the side, rotate, lean all the way over that leg, but do not collapse, and come up. Now we're gonna do that 10 times or 10-ish times, but if you need to, you're just gonna be leaning like this. Or leaning like this. But if you can, you're right here. So we're learning how to control hip external rotation. And this stuff gets hard. You might even get like an oblique cramp from this. Keep going, guys. Remember, if you need to use your hands, do it any way you need to. And if you're not using your hands, try not to collapse on that front leg, so you're not gonna be like, and then pushing yourself back up. Okay, control. Let's do like 2 more. Okay, now we're going to lift up this front leg. Now, unless you're super good at controlling your hip external rotation, you might need to lean a little bit to the side. So I'm gonna lean to the side. If you even need to like lean on your elbow, that's perfectly fine too. So find what works for you. Other hand is gonna be out to the side. You're gonna lift. 1. Lift that whole leg. 2. Remember, sitting up straight, you're not slouching, keeping your hips forward. 3. 4. 5. And really try not to rock. 6, I find myself rocking a little bit. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now we're gonna lift it and we're gonna kick it out straight, controlling it the whole time. So lift. 1. 2. 3. 4. The whole goal is to keep your foot higher than your knee, which I cannot do. I think that was what, 4 or 5? Let's call that 6. 7. Lift it up. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Okay, now we're gonna do the back leg. So we can't completely lean over this leg, but we're going to rotate and stretch over this back knee. 1. Come back. 2. So you should start feeling it kind of deep in this hip joint. 3. Now we're working internal rotation of the back leg. 4. 5. Try to get further and further. 6. 7. You're doing good. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Okay. Now, my hands are going to be here because I can't completely do this one sitting straight up. So if you can, awesome, do it that way. If you can't, you might even need to be leaning over your front leg. So find your position, and we're going to start lifting up this back leg. So ready? 1. Same thing here, 2. The foot should try to be higher than the knee, or at least horizontal. 3. 4. 5. 6. Control it, don't just swing it up. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Okay, now we're gonna lift and kick it out, bring it in, set it down. So 1. 2. So let's try to get that foot higher than that knee. 3. 4. 5. 6. You're doing good. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, let's switch to the other side. So I'm going to show you from this angle so you can see it a little differently this time. So here you're sitting in your position, just on the other side. So remember, we're going to lean over this front leg. So try to keep your pelvis forward, arms out to start if you can. If you can't, your hands are just going to be down and trying to find the best position for you. So your arms out, we're going to lean over that front leg. 1. 2. Make sure your pelvis is forward at the top. 3. you're a little dog. 5, hey Pepper. 6, Pepper's coming to work out. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, remember I said your hands could be here, your hand can be out here, you can be on your elbow if you need to, wherever you need to be. So we're gonna lift up this front leg. Make sure your foot is at least level with your knee. Try to get it higher if you can, okay? So I'm gonna be here. Lift up, 1, 2, 3. Keep that pelvis forward, don't let it roll back. 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew, this is not great. 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, now we're gonna lift it and kick it out. Ready, go. 1, now try not to rock if you can prevent it. 2, if you need to be here, then be here. 3, 4, it's hard work. Hang in there, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Whew, okay, we made it through that one. Now back leg, hip internal rotation. We're gonna lean over the leg. So remember, here, we're turning, we're leaning over this back knee. Coming back, 1, 2, 3. If you need to use your hands, you can just pivot around. 4, 5, 6, keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Okay, my hands are gonna be here. Your hands need to be here. So here, we're gonna lift up this back leg. 1, 2, 3. Remember, try to get your foot and your knee in the same line. If not, have your foot above your knee is even better. Shoot, I lost count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're gonna lift it and kick it out. So you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Keep that pelvis forward. 4, 5, 6. 4 more. 7. Almost there, guys. 8. 9. 1 more. 10. Okay. Now we've done the first leg and the back leg. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do child pose to down dog toe taps to work on lengthening our hamstrings. So you're here. So you're gonna go knees elevated. We're gonna go pushing back, coming forward, tap, tap. Keep those knees up, push back. I can actually feel this in my big toes. Tap, tap. Get these heels down, legs straight. Tap, tap. Tap, show you from the front. So your knees are staying elevated. You're just pushing back, getting those heels down, tapping one toe, staying in that position, tapping the other toe. Now when you tap your toes, do not shift your whole weight, okay? So stay in the center. Hi, Ridley. We're getting the whole game in here today. Ridley, you gotta watch out, bud. Tap, tap. Let's do like 3 more. Push back, tap, tap. 2 more. Tap, tap. 1 more. Push back, tap, tap. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that you guys are not having any technical difficulties and you're following along, and then we'll get started with part 2. Cool. All right, so now we're gonna do frog position. So we're gonna get into our frog position, which is like toes together, knees as far as you can apart. So you're here, toes go together on your elbows. Now, I don't need to be rounded like this. I want you to pull that pelvis forward, have a long neutral back. Hold it there for a second. That's how you do a down dog. All right, now we're gonna do some thoracic rotations. So, left arm first. Go down, reach up. 1, 2, just hold this frog position. 3, 2 more. 4, 5, switch sides. Right arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Oh, that feels so good. Let's hold this frog position just a little bit longer. We're on our hands now, by the way, so we're kind of like pushing up, keeping your back flat. Let those knees go apart. Keep those toes together. Breathe. Okay, now what we're going to do, we are going to do a modified world's greatest stretch. So if you've ever heard of that, it's kind of modified because we're going to do a piriformis rollout with it. So I'm just going to show you from this angle. So you're here, okay? Your hands are inside your foot, keeping this back leg lengthened. Now what you're going to do with this inside arm is you're going to roll, and you're going to roll that foot out and come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to switch, and I'll show you from the other angle so you can see it a little bit better. So, hands are inside this foot. This inside arm is just going to roll out. 1, 2. You're just going out as far as you can. 3, 4. Keeping this back leg straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I have a brand new one to show you guys. So this is going to be a supine. I'm calling it an egg beater. So if you've ever tried water, you kind of know what the egg beater position is of the feet. So I'm going to show you from this angle first. So what you're going to do is start here. Okay, so you're going to first open And then you're gonna go 1 foot down, 1 foot up. Okay? So this is going into external, while this one goes into internal, and switch. Try to pull it up as much as you can. Try to push it down as much as you can. Show you from the side. Try to push it, push that knee forward, push this foot up. Foot goes up, knee goes forward. Whew. Feels good, right? Keep going. I'm not even counting these. We're just going to feel them out. Do a few more. Couple more. Good. Okay. Last thing. I'm going to have you do a plank position hip carves. So this is also new. I've never done this before, but in my mind, it looks like it's going to be really helpful. Okay. So you're here. So we are going to go forward, side, down. Forward, side. Ooh, my hip just popped. Not a bad pop, like pops happen all the time, sort of pop. So forward, side. Only move your leg, not your back. 2. We're doing 5. 3. 3. Man, this is really hard. Up, side, rotate around. 4. 1 more. Breathe. Last one, come on, come on, come on. Woo! All right, last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna end in a pancake stretch. So bring your legs out as wide as you can. Bring your hips forward as much as you can. Pull that pelvis forward, so no rounding. Hands here to start. Keep that hips forward. If this is where you can stay, perfect. If you can walk it out and still maintain that straight back position, then do that. Keep walking it out. And breathe. I'm surprised only 2 dogs showed up in this video today. Truly. I think Kilo is still sleeping. Keep walking it out. Keep those toes facing up. Don't let them roll back or let them roll in. Keep those hips open. Pull those elbows down if you can. Almost there. Like 30 more seconds. So weird. Uh-oh. I hear him. Hi, Keela. All right, slowly walk out of it. So, thank you guys so much for coming to my Sunday morning hip mobility class today. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna post it to YouTube, so if you want to, once I post it, I'll do like one of those like swipe up options so you can save it and do it whenever you want. Okay, have a great day and have a great week. Bye.